Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you can tell, but I got a new microphone and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, it's episode 6 of Cryptid Convo where we talk about all things supernatural. Today I'll be talking about the Goatman. So let's dive in. The Goatman is a creature of local legend in Maryland, and it's half goat, half human, which contributes to its name. It has the head and legs of a goat, but it has the body of like a regular human man, I guess. So the legend in Maryland goes that, yeah, first of all, I'm going to just preface it by saying, there's a lot of different versions. So many different versions of the legend. People take out parts, they put parts in. So this is just one myth about it. Okay, so people say that the Goatman is an axe-wielding half-animal, half-man creature that was once a scientist at the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center. So the man was experimenting on goats for some particular reason until it backfired and he became mutated. I don't think that's how experiments work. I think he would just die, not become a cryptid. Okay, whatever. Since then, he's been attacking cars with his axe and roams around Beltsville, Maryland. That's that version. Another version is that the man was just a hermit in the woods, I guess, and started attacking people. I don't know how you get a goat man out of that if it's just a normal guy that's attacking people. That just sounds like a very angry man. But not in Maryland. The Goatman is often seen around the old Alton Bridge. So much, in fact, that the bridge has been renamed. Well, not actually renamed, but sort of renamed. The Goatman Bridge. Or, if you're really classy, it's Shane and Ryan's Bridge. This bridge is in Texas, though, but so, it's not the same thing as from Maryland. But the creature that is there so closely resembles Goatman that it's people have been like, oh, it's Goatman, but it's Texas version. Back to the point. The bridge is one that connects Denton and Copper Canyon, two different counties and cities, whatever. It was built all the way back in 1884, and it carried some horses, and later it carried cars across the Hickory Creek. So there's a creek, bridge across it, all good. The abandoned community of Alton laid near the edge of Denton County, so it was one of the first things you see when crossing the bridge. But the community was only around for 6 years, between 1850 and 1856, so it didn't stay around for a very long time. And then vehicle transportation stopped on that bridge in 2001 because it was super duper old and wasn't safe to move across anymore, with vehicles. You can still walk across it normally. Yeah, it's fine. So they moved vehicle travel to an adjacent bridge that's more safe. Now to the actually fun stuff and not a boring story of a bridge. The bridge is said to be inhabited by Goatman. People call him a demonic satyr. Why? This is why. A satyr is a creature in Greek and Roman mythology. In Greek mythology, it's more of a half horse, half man. Don't look up pictures, you'll probably regret it. And then in Roman myth, it's more of a half goat creature. So I guess the satyr that they're leaning towards is definitely more towards the Roman version of the myth. And then I'm just gonna preface this story by saying it's possibly triggering, so you might want to skip in 30 seconds to a minute. Okay. In Texas, the legend tells of a black goat farmer who moved his family near the bridge. Soon the North Texans called him Goatman as a derogatory term because he was a goat farmer. The black man wasn't very welcome by many, and so Klansmen put a sign on the Alton Bridge, really derogatory. And then in August of 1938, the Klansmen crossed the bridge and kidnapped the man and his family. They hung him off the side of the bridge, and when they finally looked back, the noose was empty, and so they panicked, and in that panic, they killed the rest of his family. I don't know why, if a man's gone, why, continue? There was no reason to? They are they are the ones that were in the wrong. They need to stop. Okay. Back to like funny stuff where we can laugh. So what happens when you go to this bridge? Locals say that if you're driving without headlights on, you'll be met with Goatman on the other side. Don't drive at night without headlights. Don't crash into something like that. Please, no. Put your headlights on. Avoid Goatman. There are ghostly figures and lights surrounding the woods. Maybe it's cultists. Who knows? That would be kind of lit. Not really. Don't join cults. Those are like really bad. Okay, that was a joke. There are also reports of visitors being grabbed and having rocks thrown at them. That's no fun. But there's also the myth of a creature that attacks couples in their cars and then goes and breaks into people's houses and does some unsavory things that I will not talk about. And like I said, there are many different versions of Goatman all across the United States. Of course, there's the one in Texas, and the one in Maryland. There's also reports of Goatman in Louisiana near New Orleans, the Waterford Sheepman in Pennsylvania, the Pope Lick Monster in Louisville, Kentucky. That might be the dumbest name I've ever heard. And the Proctor Valley Monster in San Diego County in California. So yeah, there's a lot of different accounts all across the country. Sort of like Bigfoot. He's seen everywhere, and like every place has their own story, their different accounts of him, their own tale. It's like like Bigfoot. It's like most likely that there's more than just one, because how can something like that live for so long and be seen in so many different places? And so yeah, Goatman is one of the first cryptids that I ever really got into. I remember seeing it on BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural and just like falling in love. And honestly, one of the reasons I started this show was because of like that. So, and I do not regret it one bit. Even if I need to record stuff 7 different times. This episode was like super short, kinda, but I just wanted to make a video on this cryptid because nobody really talks about him as much as they should, because get on it. Okay. Back to the actual video. What are some more materials to read or watch? Let's get into that. Of course, there's a BuzzFeed Unsolved video, so if you want something that's like actually funny and entertaining, but also informative, check that out. Shane and Ryan are the bestest supernatural like investigators ever. Long title. Here's the book, The Secrets of Goatman's Bridge, The True Tales of Chilling Paranormal Encounters of One of the Most Haunted Bridges in America by Becky Vickers. Wow, that's a really long title. The book tells a lot about the different paranormal encounters that surround the old Alton Bridge, going into like details about that. If you want to learn about the more paranormal aspect of like just Goatman's Bridge in general, that book is great. So that's that. Is the Goatman real? The world may never know. I think because of the fact that it's so deeply rooted in like mythology from millennia ago, I believe in it. Like that's a lot of things. If it's like in mythology from a really super duper long time ago, I'm inclined to believe maybe it's real. He just seems like a satyr that went demonic. Because like same. That concludes this episode of Cryptid Convo. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe down below and comment on what cryptid or other creature you want to see next, and I'll make sure to look into it. That's all for today, guys. Stay spooky and goodbye.